Have you ever woken up tired with that feeling that you slept poorly, even though you spent the whole night in bed? And here's the funny thing, you even try to eat right during the day, but in the morning you wake up with almost no energy, feeling a bit bloated, and with a hunger like you didn't eat anything the day before. Do you know what might be happening? While you sleep, something is sabotaging your body from the inside. And no, it's not just your age or that dessert you ate yesterday. Let me tell you a secret. You can eat at night without sending your blood sugar sky high. The trick is not to cut out everything you like and live on lettuce. It's knowing how to combine foods and when to eat. Sounds too simple to be true, right? But that's exactly where the magic happens. Look, I know you've heard a lot of people saying carbs are the villain, that you can't eat after 6 p.m., that fruit at night makes you gain weight. But the truth is very different from all that. What really makes your blood sugar shoot up like a rocket is not that little piece of bread or that fruit. It's the way you're combining things, the time you're eating, and especially what you do after you eat. Stay with me here because I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. And in the end, you'll have a practical 3-step plan you can start using today. Deal? Before anything else, let me ask you a favor. Comment down below how you usually eat before going to sleep. Seriously, I really want to know. Are you on team yogurt with granola? Or are you the type who nibbles on cheese straight from the fridge? Or maybe your team, I don't eat anything after 7 p.m.? Tell me, because this will help me understand better what you need. Now let's get to the point. Why am I talking specifically about age 45 and up? It's not to scare you, but it's important for you to know what changes in your body at this stage. Starting in midlife, your insulin sensitivity naturally begins to drop. Calm down, no need to panic. This is normal. But what does it actually mean? It means your muscles and your liver can no longer store blood sugar as efficiently as before. It's like a door that used to open easily and now is kind of stuck. You push, you shove, but not everything gets through. So sugar keeps circulating in your blood when it should be safely stored in your cells, being used as energy. Now add a bad night's sleep on top of that. Then you have the perfect disaster combo. Because when you don't sleep well, your body releases more cortisol, that stress hormone. And what does cortisol do? Exactly. It dumps more sugar into your blood. It's like throwing gasoline on a fire that's already burning. Studies from the Mayo Clinic show that when you sleep poorly, your cells become even more resistant to insulin. It's a vicious cycle. You eat the wrong things, sleep badly, wake up tired, eat more wrong things looking for energy, sleep badly again. And on it goes. But I'm not here to make you worried. I'm here to give you back control. Because preventive health is just that. Understanding what's happening and making small adjustments that create a huge difference. So let's go over the 3 night habits that are sabotaging you without you even noticing. And look, you might recognize yourself in all 3. That's okay. We're going to fix this together. The first mistake is this: eating dinner too late and with foods that make your blood sugar rise quickly. You know those days when you get home at 9:30 p.m., you're starving, and what do? You heat up a plate of pasta or order a pizza or make a big sandwich. And 10 minutes later you're already in bed because you're exhausted. But stop everything and think with me. Your body was starting to get ready to rest. All your systems were beginning to slow down, shifting into repair and recovery mode. And suddenly you throw a mountain of carbs in for it to process. It's like you're almost asleep and someone turns on all the lights in the house and blasts the music at full volume. Dr. Jeffrey Bland, who's considered the father of functional nutrition, explains that the later you eat, especially simple carbs, the more your body stores that energy as fat instead of burning it. Why? Because at night your metabolism is slower. You're not going to go out running or exercising. You're going to lie down. And there's more cortisol, which should be nice and low at night so you can relax and sleep deeply, goes up to help with that heavy digestion. Then you end up like this. Lying down but not truly resting. You wake up several times, toss and turn, get up to go to the bathroom, check your phone. You know how it is. The solution is simpler than you think. You don't have to stop eating dinner or live on salad for the rest of your life. The rule is, try to finish dinner at least 3 hours before lying down. 3 hours. Doesn't have to be exact, okay? If you go to bed at 11, eat by 8. If you go to bed at midnight, eat by 9. And here's a challenge for you. Break the habit of snacking after dinner. You know that little piece of chocolate, that fruit with granola, that sweet yogurt while you're watching a show? Yep, that's what keeps your blood sugar high at the exact time it should be going down. But hold on, because there's a second habit that might be even more common than the first. And I bet you do this. I've done it a lot myself, so no judgment here. Here's what happens: you eat dinner, go to the couch or straight to bed, and then the marathon begins. Netflix, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. The screen light shining right in your face, brightness at maximum because otherwise you can't see well. And you stay there, scrolling your feed, watching just one more episode, just one more short video. When you realize it, it's midnight and your phone is glued to your face. Do you know what that blue light from the screens is doing to you? It's destroying your melatonin production. And melatonin is the hormone that tells your body, hey, it's time to sleep now. Without enough melatonin, your sleep becomes shallow, broken, and non-restorative. Dr. Matthew Walker, one of the leading sleep experts in the world, is very clear. When you don't sleep well, your cells become resistant to insulin. It's as if they close the door and say, no thanks, I don't want sugar right now. So sugar keeps circulating in your blood. The result? You wake up tired, bloated, feeling like you have a hangover even though you didn't drink anything, and with a huge appetite because your body is out of balance. Then you go and eat a bunch of stuff in the morning trying to get energy, but that real energy doesn't come because the problem isn't lack of food. It's lack of quality sleep. The solution? I call it the sacred sleep hour. 1 hour before bedtime, you turn everything off. TV, phone, tablet, computer. Everything. I know it sounds impossible at first, but just try it for one night. Just one. Instead of screens, do something else. Read a paper book, an old school one. Talk to someone in your family. Take a warm shower. Do some light stretching. Listen to calm music. Write in a journal. There are so many things you can do that are infinitely better for your body than staring at a screen. And look, if you're thinking, oh, but I need my phone as an alarm clock. Buy a real alarm clock. It's cheap. Or use an old clock you have lying around. But get the phone out of your bedroom. Leave it charging in the living room, the kitchen, the hallway. Away from you. Now, if you thought we were done, sit tight because here comes the third habit. And this one is the sneakiest of all because we don't even realize we're doing it. It's taking anxiety and stress to bed with you. You lie down, close your eyes, and start. I need to do that tomorrow. I forgot to reply to her. Will that problem get resolved? What if this happens? What if that doesn't work out? Your mind won't stop. It's a mental to-do list running on repeat. And what does that do to your body? It keeps you in fight or flight mode. Your body thinks you're in danger, that there's a tiger in the living room about to attack you. So it does what it's always done to protect you. It releases cortisol and adrenaline. And cortisol does something very specific. It pushes sugar into your bloodstream, because if there's a tiger coming, you need quick energy to run. Except the tiger is your unanswered emails, or a bill you need to pay, or tomorrow's meeting. It's not a real physical threat, but your body doesn't know that. This explains something you've probably experienced. That high blood sugar in the morning even though you haven't eaten anything. It's what they call an out-of-control dawn phenomenon. Your body has been releasing sugar all night long because of stress. And here's something interesting. You may have eaten a great dinner, turned off the screens, done everything right. But if you lie down stressed, none of that works fully. So what can you do? There's a simple technique that works really well. Before going to bed, grab a notebook and a pen. It can be a cheap notebook, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. And do a stress dump. Pour everything out onto the paper. Write down all your worries, all your pending tasks, everything that's on your mind. Doesn't have to be pretty, organized, or even make sense. Just write. Get it out. The act of putting it on paper signals to your brain, look, this is stored here now. You don't have to keep holding on to it. You'll handle it tomorrow. And after you write, do 5 minutes of deep breathing. Inhale to a count of 4, hold for a count of 6, exhale for a count of 6. Do that about 10 times. You'll feel your body soften, your jaw unclench, your shoulders drop. It's almost magical. Now let's pull all of this together into a practical plan you can start tonight. Because information without action doesn't change anything, right? What really sends your blood sugar soaring at night isn't just one villain. It's the wrong combination. Fast carbs by themselves with no protein or fiber, eaten too close to bedtime, while you're in front of a screen with the lights on, stressed out about the day's unfinished business. So if you want to steady your blood sugar and wake up with real energy, you need the nighttime anti-spike ritual. And hey, if this is making sense to you, hit the like button below. Seriously, it really helps this video reach more people who need this information. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now because every week I bring you content like this, practical and truly science-based. Let's get to the ritual. There are 3 main steps you're going to start using tonight. Step 1. The smart dinner order. If you're going to have dinner, don't just throw everything on your plate any which way. Always start with leafy greens and vegetables. A little salad, some broccoli, sautéed zucchini. That prepares your stomach and gives you fiber right away. Then comes the protein. Chicken, fish, meat, eggs, tofu, whatever you prefer. Protein is essential because it slows down sugar absorption and keeps you full for much longer. And only after that comes the starch. Rice, potatoes, pasta, bread. And how big should that portion of starch be? About the size of your palm. You don't need a food scale. Use your hand as a guide. This order is not just a fancy rule. Studies show that when you eat in this sequence, your blood sugar spike is much lower than when you eat everything mixed together or when you start with the carbs. And here's a golden tip. If you're having salad, add a little vinegar. Apple cider vinegar, balsamic, whatever you have. The acid in vinegar helps reduce the blood sugar spike. It's that simple. Step 2. The digestion window. After you finish eating, wait 60 to 90 minutes before lying down. I know. Sounds like a long time. But that's how long your body needs to process your food properly. Use this time to do something gentle. Take a short walk around the house or the block. Tidy up the kitchen. Talk to someone. Read a little. Take a shower. Get things ready for the next day. There are so many things you can do in that window. And if you're really hungry before going to bed, the kind of hunger where you know you won't be able to sleep if you don't eat something, then that's okay. Have a steady SOS snack. What's a steady SOS snack? It's one that won't send your blood sugar through the roof. For example, plain unsweetened yogurt with a tablespoon of chia or flaxseed, or a slice of white cheese with half an apple, or a hard-boiled egg, or a small handful of nuts. Notice that all of these have protein or healthy fats. No honey, granola, fruit by itself, juice, cookies, or white bread. That stuff is an explosive combo for blood sugar. And pay attention. Even the SOS snack should be eaten up to 90 minutes before you lie down. It's not something you eat and then go straight to your pillow. Step 3. The anti-spike environment. After you eat, about an hour and a half before bed, you start prepping your environment. Dim the lights at home. If you can, use yellow or amber light. Never harsh bright white light. Your body needs to understand that the day is winding down. Turn off the screens. TV, phone, computer, tablet. If you absolutely have to use your phone, turn on night mode so the screen looks more yellow and lower the brightness as much as possible. But ideally, don't use it. Then you sit down and do that ritual of writing your worries on paper and breathing deeply for a few minutes. That lowers cortisol and gets your body ready for truly restorative sleep. Let me quickly tell you Lucia's story. She's 52 and was desperate because she woke up every day tired, bloated, and with that intense morning hunger. On top of that, she always woke up around 3 in the morning and couldn't get back to sleep properly. What did she do? She'd get home around 10 at night, starving, because she'd eaten very little for lunch and gone all afternoon without food. Then she'd eat yogurt with honey, sliced banana, and granola, thinking she was making a healthy choice. 10 minutes later, she was in bed with her phone, scrolling Instagram until she fell asleep. When Lucia started making adjustments, she didn't have to completely change her life. She kept eating yogurt at night, but she cut out the honey and granola, added a tablespoon of chia and a little cinnamon, and added a small piece of cheese for extra protein. Instead of eating and lying down, she'd eat, wait an hour and a half while doing other things, and then go to bed. And do you know what happened in just 7 nights? She stopped waking up at 3 in the morning. Her morning hunger dropped dramatically, and she started waking up with real energy, not that dragging fatigue. Seems like magic, but it's not. It's just your body working the way it was designed to work when you give it the right conditions. Look, I know we're living in a time when everyone wants results yesterday. We want the magic pill, the miracle supplement, the trendy diet that fixes everything in 3 days. But the truth is, real sustainable health, the kind that carries you forward with quality of life, is built with small, consistent habits. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do everything right every single day. There will be days when you eat dinner late because something unexpected happened. There will be days when you stay on your phone until late because you were talking to someone special. There will be days when you eat that little dessert before bed because it was just too good and you wanted it. That's okay. That's life. But if you can apply these 3 steps on most nights, your body will respond. Your energy will come back. Your sleep will improve. That bloating will go down. And your blood sugar will stabilize. And one important thing, none of this replaces your doctor or nutritionist, okay? If you have diabetes or prediabetes, or you're in treatment for anything, talk to your healthcare provider before making any changes. What I'm sharing here is educational information, science-based, to empower you. But every body is unique and may need specific adjustments. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 3 habits do you relate to the most? Eating late and heavy? The screen binge? Or taking stress to bed with you? Comment down below. And if you'd like, also tell me what you usually eat before sleeping. I read all the comments and sometimes I reply with personalized tips. And listen, if this video helped you in any way, if you learned something new, if you're going to try at least one of these strategies tonight, hit the like button. That tells me this content is being useful and motivates me to keep bringing you high-quality information. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now and turn on the notifications. Every week there's a new video with practical strategies on health, longevity, healthy weight loss, sleep, energy, all with the approach you're seeing here. No fear-mongering, no fluff, but real science and solutions that actually work in real life. Your best years are not behind you. They're just beginning. The difference now is that you have the knowledge and tools to live these years with real health, energy, and vitality. So tonight, what are you going to do? You're going to have dinner in the smart order. Leafy greens and veggies first, then protein, and only then the starch in a portion the size of your palm. You'll wait 60 to 90 minutes before lying down. If you do need to eat something during that time, it'll be a steady SOS snack with protein or healthy fat. And 1 hour before bed, you'll turn off the screens, dim the lights, write your worries down on paper, and breathe deeply for a few minutes. Does that sound like too much? Then just pick one thing to start with. Just one. The one that feels easiest for you. Because one small step in the right direction is infinitely better than no step at all. And little by little, you'll incorporate the rest. You are not broken. You don't need a complete life overhaul. You just need strategic tweaks at the right moments. And nighttime is one of those critical moments, because that's when your body regenerates, recovers, and gets ready for the next day. Take good care of your nights, and your mornings will completely transform. That's a promise science makes, and one that thousands of people have already proven in real life. So it's not too late. It's now. Presence before performance. Consistency before perfection. And always, always with self-compassion and patience with yourself. Thank you for staying with me until the end. I'll see you in the next video with more practical strategies to help you live your best years with plenty of health and energy. Until then, take good care of yourself. You deserve it.